But we begin in Wise County, where 7-year-old Athena Strand has been missing for 48 hours. This is a live look over the search area tonight from Chopper 8. And tonight, new information just in from Child Protective Services. Thank you for joining us. I'm Cynthia Izaguirre. Chris is off. Athena Strand was last seen Wednesday evening at her dad's house in Paradise. Late today, CPS confirmed to WFAA they've never had any cases involving Athena. However, sources tell us CPS has gone to the home prior to investigate the stepmother involving another child. Tonight, law enforcement officers are using every resource on the ground and in the air to find Athena. But from this map, you can see this is a pretty unincorporated area of Wise County, northwest of Fort Worth, also what we saw from HD Chopper 8. Now let's walk you through what we know. Athena was last seen Wednesday night just before 5. Her stepmother says the two got into an argument and she left Athena in her room. When she returned from cooking dinner, Athena was gone. An Amber Alert was issued Thursday afternoon, and since then, hundreds of volunteers have joined law enforcement to search for Athena, including K-9 teams, but still no sign of the little girl. Jay Wallace joins us now live from Wise County. Jay, crews have been searching for 2 days, going into their third. How much longer will they go?
Well, the search is going to continue as long as Athena remains missing. That's not stopping anytime soon, but there's only going to be what it's spot searching. That's what the Wise County Sheriff tells me. So, the first 2 days, it's been more of a wide search. That's involves all the volunteers, the 200 plus people that came out yesterday to go shoulder to shoulder, walk through the brush to try to see if they could find her or get any evidence. Now, even though that didn't lead to any leads, the sheriff tells us, now they're going to go more to spot searching, as I mentioned. And that's when investigators, they don't need volunteers anymore. They'll only be going to areas that come from tips or come from the investigation. That's what we're now into, is the spot searching phase of this investigation.
And speaking of tips and the investigation, Jay, does the Wise County Sheriff have any idea what might have happened to this child?
Yeah, Izzy, that's the question that's been weighing on the heart of the sheriff and a lot of the officials and the investigators. That's what, they're telling us, the who, what, where, when, why. At least up to this point, investigators and officials, they aren't giving us any tips that they have any of those questions answered, other than saying that the department is going to focus more on the investigation part and have an investigation along with the search. Compared to the first couple of days, it's been more a search with an investigation. But, when we talked to the sheriff earlier today, it was about at 3 o'clock. Anytime we asked options about, could it be this, could it be that, he never said anything was out of the question. He was saying we're open to any and all options, and that's what's been really tough for him at this point. So still many unanswered questions, as you mentioned, now more than 48 hours since she went missing.
Family members been saying as we wrap up.
Well, the sheriff says that both the stepmother and the father, they have been helping with the investigation. As you mentioned, when you went kind of the timeline, Athena was last with her stepmom those 48 hours ago, and that's when she went missing. She was the only adult in the house at the time. Her father was on his way down to South Texas for a hunting trip, but he did come right back when she alerted him that Athena was missing. And we do know yesterday we talked to her biological mother and her aunt, biological mother's sister, and they told us that something wasn't adding up right now in their eyes and that they don't think Athena would wander off. Again, that's according to the biological mother and her aunt. So again, what we're hearing from officials, still don't know. A lot of questions that are unanswered. So we'll continue to be out here and latest on air.
Our prayers that we find little Athena Strand right away. Thank you, Jay, for the update. And tonight on WFAA News at 6, our coverage on the search for Athena continues. Meantime, if you have any information on where this child may be, please call police.